More U.S. lawmakers are visiting Taiwan. AP correspondent Lisa Dwyer reports.
More U.S. lawmakers are visiting Taiwan. I'm Lisa Dwyer with the latest. A delegation of American lawmakers is visiting Taiwan just 12 days after a visit by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. That visit angered China. China responded to Pelosi's visit by sending missiles, warships, and warplanes into the seas and air around Taiwan. The American Institute in Taiwan says a 5-member delegation, led by Democratic Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, is in Taiwan to meet senior leaders and to discuss U.S.-Taiwan relations, regional security, trade, investment, and other issues. The American Institute in Taiwan represents the U.S. government, which does not have official ties with Taiwan. China claims self-ruled Taiwan is a territory and objects to it having any official contact with foreign governments. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky claimed Saturday that Russia was using the cover of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to fire at the cities of Nikopol and Marhanets. In his nightly address, Zelensky said, quote, "The occupiers are trying to intimidate people." Russian state TV showed footage of wounded people and the aftermath of shelling in the Donetsk region. According to Russian TV, Ukrainian armed forces shelled 2 settlements Saturday evening, killing 3 civilians. Ukrainian officials say Russia's military shelled residential areas across Ukraine. They also say their own fighters have damaged the last working bridge over a river in occupied southern Ukraine, hurting Russia's ability to resupply its military. A fire ripped through a church in a densely populated neighborhood of the Egyptian capital of Cairo Sunday as congregants worshipped, killing at least 41 and injuring 14, the Coptic Church said. It was one of the worst fire tragedies in Egypt in recent years. The cause of the blaze was not immediately known. An initial investigation pointed to an electrical short circuit, according to a police statement. The Coptic Church cited health officials in reporting the casualty toll. It said the fire broke out while a service was underway. Israeli authorities said early Sunday that 7 people were injured, 2 of them critically, after a shooting attack on a bus in Jerusalem's Old City. VOA's Marissa Melton has more.
The police said they had cordoned off the scene and were searching for a suspect who fled. The bus driver, Daniel Kanievsky, said the attack occurred near King David's tomb. Since March, 19 people, mostly Israeli civilians inside Israel, have been killed in attacks mostly by Palestinians. 3 Israeli Arab attackers were also killed. In response, Israeli authorities increased operations in the occupied West Bank. Since then, more than 50 Palestinians, including civilians, have been killed. Last week saw 3 days of intense conflict between Israel and Islamic Jihad militants in the densely populated Palestinian enclave of Gaza. Marissa Melton, VOA News.
As droughts are declared in several parts of England, it's an anxious time for farmers harvesting crops and feeding their livestock. With hardly any green grass left for cattle to eat, farmers have little choice but to start opening up what they have stored for winter. Yields of crops have also taken a hit, and water reservoirs in many places are at levels too low to meet the demand for irrigation, suggest reports from British broadcaster Sky. But the vice president of the National Farmers Union argues there is, in fact, enough water in the country with government intervention.
It's normally in the west and in the winter, and we need investment in infrastructure to have it in the right place at the right time so there's enough water for people, food and the environment. This will not be the last drought. The government need to address this. They are the ones who have the overall control. The Environment Agency clearly have a major role to play, but the government need to lead.
Comprehensive toxicology studies are still underway since 10 tons of dead fish have been removed from Oder River. Hundreds of volunteers were working to help collect dead fish along the German side, while fishermen expressed their concerns. Poland's interior minister said a reward would be paid to anyone who helps track down those responsible for polluting the river. It runs from Czech Republic to the border between Poland and Germany before flowing into the Baltic Sea.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.